Haywood. Find me 24 competitors with attitude.
It's judging time. Hollywood Haywood.
Toaster Diamonds.
And A-List Albertson.
A-List Promo Showcase! A-List Promo Showcase! A-List Promo Showcase! Who will win the Promo Showcase?
Welcome everybody to the second third of the first round of the A-List Promo Showcase. As always, I am joined by my sidekicks, Mr. Kick to the left, Tonester the Baloney Man, Damas, and to the right, Hollywood. Don't compare me to a duck, Haywood. Sorry, but you got the StreamYard logo above you, so you got to be Mr. Goose Gander over there. And of course, we are getting 8 contenders on screen today. We're going to talk about what they did right. We're going to talk about what they can do better. We're going to choose 5 that go on to the next round. But don't worry, because those who don't get to go home with their official A-List Promo Showcase dog tag. And of course, there will be the Right of Redemption round. But now is not the time to talk about that. Let's talk about the grand prize. This was all the marbles right here. The A-List Showcase Championship belt. Of course, my camera's mirrored, so rest assured it's facing the right direction. But the winner of this whole thing will get this, theirs to keep for as long as it shall last. And ladies and gentlemen, while we're getting things geared up, folks, boys, how we doing today? Toaster, how you feeling?
Look how I'm feeling. This is the second time we're doing this now. Now I got to be standing. I'm standing now because I'm excited. So excited for the A-List Showcase to continue.
Excitement. Hollywood Haywood, how you doing today, my man?
I'm feeling conflicted. I'm feeling conflicted because I had to say goodbye to some tough competition on the last episode, and I still haven't quite gotten over it because that's how good the competition has been so far.
If you were conflicted last time, things are going to get a lot more difficult in this and the upcoming heat, and we're going to get things kicked off right now. Let's go.
Greetings, ho, 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 greetings and salutations, motherfuckers. And right about now, I'm going to need all you Melvins to rise to your feet because it's me, ho, ho, it is me, the king of controversy, everybody's favorite asshole, Josh Steele. And when I'm on your screens and in your faces here today, like only I can be, because the media monkeys back in gorilla position, they said I gotta come out here and convince you 3 judgmental jackasses that I belong in this tournament before I can split somebody's skull like the Liberty Bell. And when I find that preposterous, outright preposterous, do you know who the hell I am? Do you? I'm a true OG. I'm a Juggalo legend. Born under the green light of Harper and Van Dyke, weighing in at 217 pounds of American-made steel, hailing from the Zug Island Industrial Waste Zone in Detroit, Michigan. The murder mitt, baby! Which means there's not a damn thing that can bend or break me. And quite frankly, there's not a single fucktard in that line of jokers, jobbers, and jackoffs waiting outside the audition that can hold a candle to my stainless steel reputation. Let's face facts here. Those half-wits, they could hold a light up to my balls, and half of them still couldn't see what's coming. So I'm going to need you 3 power-hungry haters to just go ahead and do us all a big favor. Put a big red check mark by my name so I can go ahead and advance to the next round, so I can commence to beating these overgrown cum stains into the ground, so I can commence to popping overinflated egos like I'm making a beat for the next ICP album.
All right, folks, Josh Steele making his presence felt in the opening act of the second heat. Toaster, how did you feel about that man?
Wow. I thought he did a great job. He was he's a wordsmith. He's got a lot of words and he uses them pretty well. He's a little vulgar, which is actually, for me, a little refreshing. I like a little, I like people to push the envelope a little bit. I thought he did a great job. There's not much I didn't like here.
All right. Haywood, you've got something you want to say. Let's spit
I
it out.
do. You want to talk about pushing the envelope? On the last episode, I mean, Fetish pushed the damn envelope. Dare I say envelope? Okay. So what I don't like is there is a lot of vulgarity over all of those clever wordsmith words. I mean, those analogies, those metaphors, they are clever. And if there's one thing I'm looking for, and I've told you that, is cleverness. I like cleverness, and he is clever.
Gotta
But
give it
man,
to that,
it screams 1990s ECW all the damn way. I'm waiting for dang Sunny to come out and show us her top during the damn audition, the whole damn 9 yards. I would like it actually toned down. I would like it toned down just a little bit. I don't mind a little vulgarity. I've been known to drop an F-bomb here and there, but when you're doing the F-bombs and the sexual innuendos over and over and over and over and saying things like cum stains, because yes, I did hear the word cum stains. I mean, dude, it's got to really have an impact, and when you're saying them so much, they have less of an impact.
Well, I got to tell you, those are some valid observations that y'all have made so far. I want to say that Josh Steele embraced what we wanted, and he packaged what he put out in a way that is relevant to the presentation. I sincerely like how he came across and how he was in the green room making his plea to get in, showing confidence by saying, just put a red check mark next to my name. He's very, very thorough in how he makes his presence known. Outside of that, the man's a juggalo. I really wish he wouldn't associate with that breed of, I dare not say human.
Keeps their own.
Nevertheless, folks, that's...
You know what would have really set that over the top for me for next time, Steele? If you were actually drinking Faygo during the thing instead of smoking a cigarette, that would have actually really just jumped it over the top for me.
All right, folks, we're going to move things right along here. It's act number 2 in seed number 2. Let's go.
In a world filled with demons and heathens, magicians and fake pimps and wannabe gangsters, it's no realism left in the promo game no more. But before I continue with my point, let me properly introduce myself. I go by The Young Gun, and I am the last shooter left in promo wrestling. There is no realism here in the promo game today. You see, these cats come out here with all of this production, all the smoke and mirrors, but don't got shit really to say. What sets me apart from the competition is when I come out here and you see my face on your screens, I'm going to tell you something. And what I tell you will apply to your everyday life. See, the thing about these guys is they're just characters. They don't believe the shit that they're saying. Well, that sets me apart from them. I am the young gun. And I keep that shit all the way real. Even to my own detriment at times. But I'm here to get accepted into the A-List Champion Showcase and to prove why I'm just no flash in the pan promo artist, to prove that it is still space in this game for realism and not smoke and mirrors and not crappy production, for feelings, for emotion. And I'm here to take the whole damn thing. And if you know me, you know I mean what I say. So, balls in y'all court. Target, set, bet.
All right, the young gun coming into the game. Haywood, I'm going to throw it to you right off the bat. How do you feel about this one?
I'm going to tell you what I don't like. What I don't like, and it's very minimal here, is that I like the way he came closer to the camera, moved back from the camera, was working the camera. I call it working the camera, which means he's working the crowd. You're getting the body language, you're getting the emotions. I needed him to come back with his camera about 2 inches because his forehead kept getting cut off whenever he'd go back. Do you get what I'm saying? But I really like the way he worked the camera and the crowd. Now, we've talked about presentation, but I totally agree that there is a place for realism here. And he had me sold on what he was selling. So that's what I liked. What I didn't like was I'm telling you, man, I'm a stickler for the small details. And his camera just needed to be back just a hair. And then he would have nailed what I was talking about, where in the last episode, where you come into the camera like that and you come back and you know what I'm saying? That's all it was.
All right, Toaster, I'm going to throw it to you. What are your impressions of the young gun?
He was real. And I think the word you're he was engaging.
Yes.
He was in there. That's what I like about the promo big time. He was in there. He shit on production and emotion. There's a difference. He had presence, but he didn't have production. I want to see some production, man. I don't know about you. I like production. That's a big part of presentation. And emotion, you kind of showed a good emotion there, young gun. You know what I'm saying? So emotion's a big part of this. So I didn't like that you shit on production and emotion. But otherwise, great promo.
Well, I was happy to see that this young man came out and took everything that makes him different in the field of play and focused on it and made it the forefront of his act. So you know that he is going to be genuine to himself, and he is going to do it confidently and in a way that you want to see. I think he ought to wipe the Vaseline off his camera lens before he starts shooting. His resolution was giving me issues, but I could tell that this young man meant every word that came out of his mouth. And should he go into the next round, we're going to get more of how he feels. Now, as we move along, folks, here, we got act number 3. I'm going to bring this up here. Let's get the show going.
And now we are here. Now we are here to explore the world that is the A-List Championship Showcase. What a beautiful night. What a beautiful morning it is to explore a manageable world within the promo universe. The A-List Championship Showcase, to where only one person will become the showcase winner. One person who will hold that championship gold with pride around their waist, carry it around their shoulder. I am the sociopath. I am the jester of genocide. I am Elijah McFly. And just like any of these newcomers around the showcase, I am much more hungry than anyone you can even imagine. Elijah McFly will bring more entertainment. More entertainment than what you can even imagine that Elijah McFly can even think of. The endless impossibilities there will be for Elijah McFly heading over to the championship showcase. Don't overthink me. Never overdoubt a sociopath, because soon enough you'll realize you possibly made the biggest mistake.
So a very unique persona there in the form of Elijah McFly. I like that he's very mysterious. The way he comes across on screen is almost like an apparition of sorts. I don't know what is genuine or not about this guy. There's a lot more questions than answers. What I will say he can improve on is really putting forethought into his words, because it felt to me like he just had to get to the end of this 2 minutes and didn't have a long list of things that he was going to cover as far as topics go. Tonester, how do you see it?
I liked his passion. I thought he had passion for what he was doing. It just didn't make sense in my eyes. He said it was night and morning in the same sentence.
Caught that.
I felt like he was laughing just to laugh because he didn't know what to say. And besides that, he didn't say much to begin with. So your presence was well. You did a good job there, and your passion. But yeah, like Ayla said, you gotta give me better wordage, but more promo verbiage.
Better promo verbiage, Toaster's calling for. Hollywood, how do you think about Elijah McFly and what he's put
Well, you know, Thompson touched on it. I caught the part where he said, you know, the morning and the evening at the same time. The thing where he had me, like I was engaged. And then when he got to the sociopath part, well, once you're calling yourself a sociopath and you're talking about us caring, and you're talking about you're going to make us feel a certain way, a sociopath doesn't care how he makes us feel. And so to me, that was very conflicting. And maybe I'm overthinking it, but that was very conflicting. Now, what I did like was he said that if he was to move on, we don't even know what we are about to experience. And unlike I didn't even know exactly what he was talking about through the promo, I do believe that there might be more levels to Elijah McFly based off what we've seen in the presentation.
All right, very good. We've got to move things along here. We're almost at the halfway point. Let's get going. Let's move it.
I am SNES, the most dangerous gamer. I challenge you. You cannot beat me with your finishing move. You are not ready even with a tag team partner. You are not ready even if you are unbeaten. You are not ready anywhere around the world. You are not ready. I am SNES. I am counting for you. A-List Showcase. Allow me to introduce you to the most dangerous gamer alive, the DLC of Destruction. All other promo artists may talk a good game about how they're going to be the best, but while they're stuck on trying to clear level 8, I'm already past level 9. A-List Showcase has plenty of carbon copies, but why not go with the promo artists who will not just be part of the promo world, but will take it to the next level and beyond.
All right, SNES, a video gamer, Hollywood Haywood. How do you feel about this gentleman?
I want to see more. I want to see more of him. Now, I'm a gamer at heart, and so it really hit my nostalgia factor. But I want to see more. I want to see how he incorporates the video games into how he would attack someone in a match. So I want to see more. I love the concept, but I need to see more.
Fair to say, I'm going to piggyback on that one. What he put out there is something that is very intriguing and engaging. The question remains, did he give us enough early enough for us to push him into the next round of play? Because there's a lot more questions than there are answers with regards to SNES. Toaster, your feelings?
I agree with the concept, intriguing. I want to see more. What I liked about it was that it's a gimmick. I like the gimmick, but I didn't get enough here at all. Where's the promo? It's the promo showcase.
All right, folks, that's on the table there. Hopefully, SNES did enough to get him to the next round, but we'll figure that out at the end of the show. Right now, we got to get on the back half of the deal. Let's bring in contestant number 5.
Gentlemen of the A-List Showcase, you want to know why I, Eric Davidson, belong here in this tournament? Let me tell you why. Because I am the baddest motherfucker here. You think that I'm not. You see these, see this. You're thinking, oh, he's nobody. He ain't got what it takes. And then much like the legend himself, Pat Mahomes, I pull one out of left field and I throw it for the touchdown. You see, that's exactly what the great ones do. We pull it out when it all comes down to the wire. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Exactly what's going to happen here. So every one of you little pathetic punks, pansies, and piss ants in the back had best stay the hell out of my way. And when it's all said and done, I will own each and every one of you. I will beat you into submission 1 second at a time. I will drop promo bomb after promo bomb in your lap, leaving you looking stunned and stupid, trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. And that is why Eric Davidson belongs here in the A-List Showcase. And that is all that need be said.
All right, Eric Davidson coming into the A-List Showcase. Tonester, give me your impressions on this gentleman.
I thought he put forward a good audition. Just have a little more to say instead of what you will be doing. And I will do this. I will do that. I don't know. A little more. Guys, help me out here.
Do you need me to finish it for you? Well, how about a little bit more enthusiasm? How about a little bit more?
No, you know what? I don't care about the enthusiasm. That's him. That's him.
He seemed inconvenienced to be here.
Okay, that's your opinion. I think he'd be better off calling himself ED. But that's just my opinion. It was a good audition. Nothing fantastic. It was a good audition.
It was a good audition, but I need a little bit more passion. And the thing I didn't understand was the Patrick Mahomes thing in the middle of it. I mean, he's comparing himself to Patrick Mahomes. I get it. I guess I get it. But there were little things that I did like, A-Lister. You know, if you notice, he takes the rim of his cap and he just grazes over it with his finger as he's trying to get across a point. And to me, that's kind of like a little subtle thing that shows a little bit of spunk.
I'd like more production. Sorry, I had to cut in there. I would like a little more production. He had a good presentation. I like more production. Sorry.
You're going to stop overstepping me, young man.
All right. Now, you two better get along. We still got several shows that we got to get through to get to the end of this. Nevertheless, let me come in here. Eric Davidson comes on screen. He's a football fan. He makes football references, but he doesn't have a football gimmick. I think what ended up happening here was this man has a bit of a conflict of identity and exactly how he wants to present himself. And beyond that, this was a 1-minute promo that he took 2 minutes to give. Again, I like the presentation and what he put forth, but I think he could have used a little more forethought in what he was going to say when and how we were going to get to where we were going to go. Speaking of where we're going to get to where we're going to go, let's go to the next guy on the list of applicants here in the A-List Promo Showcase.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am your savior, and I wish we were meeting in better terms. I really do. But I gotta come out here and tell you some bad news. This game that we love is twisted and perverted in ways that I don't even quite recognize myself anymore. But I'm gonna try to explain it to you. I am. See, let me ask you a question. How many times have you sat down and tried to be entertained by a promo artist that had no idea what they were doing? Sure, they looked the part, they had the special effects, the green screens were great, they were technically sound. but then they opened their mouth and they lost you because all they did was come out here and talk in riddles that they don't even understand. And worst of all, they came out here and talked in cliches about being evil. How many times can you hear them say the same thing before you leave completely unsatisfied? We all been there. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say that you can't mix the special effects with the art of the pure promo and exceed in this game, but that's the problem. The art of the pure promo is dying. You got a bunch of frauds and charlatans coming out here painting pig shit and telling you it's a quality product. It's not a quality product. You know the thing about pig shit? If you paint it up, it's still pig shit. And I say no more. I say no more do we let them plague our game. That's why I'm here. See, a lot of people are going to come out here and tell you that they want to win this tournament because they think they're the best. Or worst of all, they just want to trick it to put over their shoulder. Not me. I'm using this platform for one reason and one reason only. I want to have a great crusade. I want to take out all the frauds and charlatans one by one and tell them that they are not on the level of the Savior. And I'm going to cleanse this game from them. And I know that's a great challenge that I'm putting upon myself, but don't worry, you're in great hands. I'm going to save this game from them, I assure you. But I've already taken enough of your time. So until next time, this has been your neighborhood savior, your modern day messiah, and I'm always watching.
The Savior coming into the A-List promo showcase. This man has flow. I mean, all the words just come out of his mouth, and it's like a speech that he's rehearsed for 20 hours before he went out and said it in front of 1 million people. And the authenticity behind what he says also tells me that he's really thinking this up in real time. I really like the way this man looks and feels when he speaks. I wish that I could get a better visual of what's going on. You know, he's very recessed, he's very dark. And that gives me a feeling that there's more on the table with the Savior. Toaster, your thoughts?
How could you not want to see more? The guy, he had a story to tell. He's a man on a mission. I like that about the promo. He's a man on a mission. His crusade, as he called it. I like that a lot. If there's one thing I'd have not changed, but just to add, is your words would resonate more if you paused a little bit at times. That's me. I know I'm a pauser and everything. People like to say that I pause too much.
You're a poser. Yeah,
and I'm a poser. But yeah, I think your words would resonate even more if you gave it time to chill. That's just me. A great promo.
Time to chill. Haywood, what do you feel?
I'm going to tell you, to come into this competition and not have anything to go on, but to still craft a story, proves exactly what both of you guys have already touched on, that he is not only incredibly confident, but he did it totally off the top of his head, the way I see it. This is coming from a guy that films every promo off the top of his head, so I can tell when people are doing it. No stumbles. I agree with both of you, though. I'd like to see a little bit more excitement, emotion, and some more presentation, if you get what I'm saying. The pausing, Tonster, to me is emotion. When you pause, that's when you're letting the people sink it in, and that's letting them sink in the emotion. That's what I mean by that. I'm a pauser too. But when you pause, you have to pause at the right times. That being said, if he added pausing to it, would it be the right times? I don't know, because it doesn't seem like it's such a solid flow. It's a solid flow. It's as good as I don't want to make that analogy on live TV, but it's a good flow.
All right, folks, while we're on live TV, we've got 2 more acts to go in this heat. We got to round it out. Let's go to the next one right here.
Greatness. Very best that does this, the wrestling professional. Hashtag DB Greatness. Who is that? That's just a heightened version of me. My name is Deshaun Byron from Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I'm auditioning for you to understand what I've been trying to do. I've always been inspired to be a part of this, to, take my heightened personality to the next level to make something of art. And that is who hashtag DB Greatness was or is. It's gone around. He hopes to build other people by being that counter, being that big time video game boss, being that big time obstacle, but also pushing the envelope with different forms of creativity, pushing to do different things to help other people find their heightened version of themselves. You know, inspired by really Triple H. He's the game, the cerebral assassin, but Triple H is there to keep the business at the top of where it needs to be. And that is the same thing that I've modeled my character to be. Now, on the flip side too, I'm the very best because I dedicate every bit of thought into making the best performance at the right time. Right place, doesn't matter where. So I study this. I watch everyone. I try to do different things every time and not be the same. The proof is in the concept. The proof is in the work. And hopefully, the proof shines through. Thank you.
All right. DB Greatness, a man that's using his media to advantage. Hollywood Haywood, can you give us some insight on this gentleman from your perspective?
You know, I think he really actually nailed the audition because he came out and told it and auditioned. It legit auditioned. Like but we don't know yet. He told us what we could expect if he moves on, but we haven't seen it. So now it's up to us to decide if we believe him or not. Because I'm assuming there's more to him than sitting at a DJ table or in front of a microphone with headphones on talking to us. So do I think there's potential there? If everything he's saying is true, yes. But I didn't really like the approach.
All right, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and say that this man has definitely got skills. What you've seen in the presentation is showing raw talent. I can see that he has it. The way his voice modulates, the way his body moves. This man has got something that he wants to give us. However, he didn't. Now, it's really putting us in a position of choosing, well, are we going to want to see what this guy brought, or did other people fire up harder out the gate? Tonester, what's your deal?
I agree with both you guys, and it's hard to go third in this position. I got a good lesson on this character. This character sounds fantastic. But where the hell is he? Where's the character?
Now, an argument could be made that in this game where we can only use what's been exposed in the previous rounds, to leave us close to nothing would really make an advantageous situation in the later rounds.
And what did he say? He said that he studies this game and studies people. So maybe it was one hell of a strategy, actually.
It was a good shoot.
It was a risky strategy.
We'll decide that whether he is insane or brilliant after our final entrant of the second heat. Ladies and gentlemen.
A-List Showcase Showdown. You are seen. Can you see me? I don't know, but you are seen. Hopefully a guy that never gives up and believes in hustle, loyalty, and respect. Woo! And that's what I'm talking about. See, I never give up. And I'm going to send that out to the crowd too. And I'm going to tell you one more thing. Wait, I got to get some more merch to the kids over here. All right. Okay, so why am I the guy? Why am I the guy to be in the A-List Showcase Final 16? For those of you that can't count, I can't either. But I'm going to tell you one damn thing. You have not lived until you've walked a day in my shoes of the basic thugonomics. I'm telling you that right now, word to life. Okay? So here's the thing. I need to be in the A-List showcase for all the children. All the children out there that love me and have respect and loyalty for me. And if I don't make it, I might have to hit them with a little 5-knuckle shuffle. You know what I mean? Because you can't see me if I'm not in the final 16. You know what I mean? So I am going to move on. Word to life. I'm going to move on. And when I do, and I'll take down this whole damn thing, I'm going to tell you right now what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out and I'm going to celebrate by drinking me a PBST post whatever beer. No, I can't do that because I don't want to give off a bad image for the children. So actually what I'm going to do is I am going to hit them with a little attitude adjuster. And that's all, folks. So, thank you. Oh, yeah. My time is now.
I don't believe that we got a name from this gentleman.
Oh.
And I really don't care. But I want to put this on the table. Okay. I don't want to be quoted on this, but I think it's accurate when I say John Cena is older than that man. And that astounds me. Tonester, how do you feel?
I don't want to talk about this one. I'm offended by this promo. There's one thing I like about it, though. He had fun. And that's what I'm looking for more than anything here, is guys having fun. And I believed he had fun. So for that, it wasn't that bad. But a little disgusting at times.
He had so much damn fun, he forgot to tell us who he was, and he made the one cardinal sin that Purge made. But he made it times 1,000. He came out and just imitated John Cena. This country hick came out here and imitated John Cena, and thank God we couldn't see him. Who is he? Do we know?
I didn't have his name on the list. I can tell you that. He was not on the list of participants for any of the heats. I don't know.
He seems to like to get the last word in. I mean, you cut him out and he's still talking to himself.
I don't know who he knows, but nevertheless, we've got some decisions to make, folks. All 8 of the gentlemen from the heat have gone, and we've got to choose our top 3. I'm going to start with Mr. Haywood. Go ahead. Pick somebody that you think has to be in the next round. Tell us why.
I'm picking Young Gun. I'm picking Young Gun because I felt like if he just would have cleaned up his presentation just a little bit. He doesn't have to do all the special effects. But I like the rawness. I like the realism. I can tell without him making himself look weak. He has proved to me he has a chip on his shoulder and something to prove and did not look weak doing it. And so I am picking Young Gun.
All right, Young Gun moving into the next round of play. Tonester, who's on your list to move forward?
You go. I'm jumping. It's tough. It's a tough one. I'm going with this promo because it brought something different and a grittiness that I loved. And that's Steels.
Josh Steele making it through on the grounds of grittiness. And that's a good choice for the next round.
The first 2 picks, grimy and gritty, you know?
That's right. Which means we have got to get a third person on here. We've got 5 people left in play. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. On the grounds of grimy and gritty and in your face, I'm going to go in the same direction. And I'm going to choose the Savior to go into the next round because the presentation was very authentic. I could see that this man genuinely has something to offer for the showcase, and he just might be title worthy. So now that we've got our top 3, there are 5 people left. 2 of them get to move on. but 3 are going home. Haywood, who's going home today with a dog tag?
Get rid of that no-name bum that was so excited he couldn't even say his damn name. It's damn ridiculous. We are professionals.
Agreed.
No Name Bum is on the cross-out list. I hope we never have to see that jerk off again.
Me too.
All right. Toadster, I'm going to let you take the next pick. We got half the field of play left.
Okay. I don't want to do this, but I feel like I have to because I didn't get to see you. So, DB, you got to go.
All right. DB Greatness making it into the dog tag pile today.
Gone for now, but maybe not forgotten.
That's right. The Rite of Redemption. We'll get more color into what that concept is and how it works after the next heat when we have our list. But for now, somebody has got to join the ranks of the bottom 3. And based on the people that are still in play, based on the qualities of the folks that we saw, I think the person who left the most on the table that I really could have seen more from is going to have to be Eric Davidson. Eric Davidson had a good approach to what he wanted to do, but I could see that what he was giving us wasn't going to be much better than what he already did, if you catch my drift. Moving forward, I feel that he gave his all more than any of the others that are still left on the chopping block, as it were. And without a doubt, he's got something to give, but I think he gave us a lot. There's a lot of growth to be had in that individual. So he's going to be my vote to get his dog tag and hope for the best in the Rite of Redemption round, which means, ladies and gentlemen, after the second heat, those moving forward are the Young Gun, Josh Steele, Savior, Sness, and Elijah McFly. We have 10 of the available 16 slots filled in the next round of play. Of course, if you're paying attention, 5 people go through in every round. Where do we get the 16th person from? That we will find out more about on our next episode when we discuss the Rite of Redemption. Thank you all for joining us with the A-List Promo Showcase. We'll see you next time.